Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 5. It's titled Brave New World. We're going to try and rush through this because my phone will cut off. It cut off before, and I know it's going to cut off again, so I'm going to try and go a little fast. First couple, Statler and Dempsey. They're in France. They got in their car and drove off of the ferry, and now Statler decides she's ready to talk. Let me just say this for the record. I do not believe Statler was having an anxiety attack. She just doesn't like ferries and was pissed that she had to be on a ferry. Feeling anxious is a normal, common thing that the majority of us have. Just about everyone feels anxious about something or other. Mine is public speaking. If I have to do it, I feel scared, I feel nervous, I feel petrified, I can't talk, I can't concentrate, I can't speak clearly, I stumble over my words. It's a disaster. That's my anxiety. Just about everybody have a fear of something. People have fear of heights, people have fear of public speaking, people have fears. It's being anxious, it's fine, it's nothing wrong, it's okay. She was not having an anxiety attack. An anxiety attack is something different. Anxiety attack, when you're having an anxiety attack, that's an attack. That's a physical thing. When you're having an anxiety attack, you sweat, you feel nervous and shaky, you feel your breathing accelerates, your heart rate accelerates. That's dangerous. An anxiety attack, that's dangerous. She wasn't having an attack. No. Also, when you're having an anxiety attack and you're away from the fear now, your body don't just go back to normal instantly. No. It takes a while for your body to calm down. It takes a while for the sweating to stop, for the shakiness to stop. It takes a while for your breathing to get back to normal, to get back under control. It takes a while for your heart rate to get back down to normal. She didn't have none of that. She was just scared being on a ferry. That's it. She was anxious. That's it. I watched this other YouTuber and she was saying how Dempsey put Statler's life at risk because she made her go on the ferry, and Statler had an anxiety attack, and that could have triggered something and be some kind of a serious issue for her. No, there was nothing wrong with Statler. She was not in any danger. She was fine. Okay, so I just have to say that. So where am I? So they're driving now in France, and now Statler wants to talk. And instead of apologizing to Dempsey for the way she spoke to her, she chastises Dempsey by saying, "When you see me at a point of being over my limit, it's not the right time to come talk to me." But how would Dempsey know she's having an issue if she's not talking to her and trying to figure out what's going on and how she can help her? Dempsey was trying to help Statler. She said, "Do you want to come sit down? Do you want a blanket? Do you want to go back inside?" She was trying to help her. You know what I'm saying? And Statler was being a bitch to her. "Don't talk to me! Leave me alone! Blah, blah." I mean, she was being an asshole. That's what Statler does. She's an asshole. So then Statler told Dempsey, "Don't get offended by how badly I treat you when I've reached my limit." Dempsey told her, I am going to be offended when you're rude to me. Dempsey told her, "I am not going to put up with you being rude to me because you're feeling some type of way." Statler said, "My intention is not to be rude. I've had anxiety all my life." Don't use anxiety as a reason to be rude. The majority of the people in this world have anxiety. It's not a big deal. She's something else. She goes, "I've had anxiety all my life. I'm trying to figure it out. I see a therapist. I take medication." Girl, bye with that nonsense. Get out of here. She's trying to use anxiety as an excuse to treat Dempsey like shit. Girl. Okay. Dempsey told her, "I want to try to help you. If you're feeling anxious, I want to try to help you." And she should be grateful that someone cares about her and wants to help her when she's feeling afraid. But no, not Statler. Statler is just a little bitch. She's a bitch. She did not want to be on that ferry. And because she didn't want to be on that ferry, she decided to take her anger out on Dempsey. Next, well, they made up. And they apologized to each other. So now they're driving through Paris, France. And it's nice. I wish that was me. So they park the van and they're walking around and they sit down to get their character drawn. And while they were getting their character drawn, they're talking. And Dempsey talked about her and Statler getting engaged within a year. Then she's saying they should get married the next year. I think Dempsey has officially lost her mind. Statler didn't seem on board about getting married at all. She did not seem keen to the idea. But, you know, they're having a good time for once, and they're enjoying each other. When the guy was done drawing their character, he showed it to them, and it looked horrible. It looked horrible. They thought it was funny. They laughed. Next up is Shekinah and Sharfer. Sharfer moved back. Shekinah moved back into Sharfer's apartment because he went to therapy and because he got rid of his black book and his old, disgusting liquor bottles. I don't like the fact that it took her moving out for him to get rid of those bottles and the black book. Why didn't he just get rid of them when she asked him to get rid of them? Huh? That just shows that he has no respect for her. He does not respect her. The only reason he got rid of the black book and the bottles was because he wanted her to move back into the apartment. He has no respect for her. He has no respect for her feelings. He didn't even get her a birthday gift. Moron. He is self-centered and ridiculous. So then he told Shekinah that he made an appointment to go see a therapist on his own. And she didn't believe him. And Cypher will not benefit from therapy. It doesn't matter if he made an appointment or not, because he's not going to benefit from therapy. When he went to therapy to see a therapist with her, he wasn't even trying to listen to her or the therapist. He was just talking about his own stuff, talking about stuff that he wanted to talk about. He wasn't even listening to what they were talking about. So then he lied and said, yeah, he made an appointment to go see a therapist on his own. She said, did you really go see a therapist? He goes, no. Why lie? Why lie? If she said, did you go make an appointment to go see a therapist? All you have to do is say, no, not yet. I'll do it today or I'll do it tomorrow. You didn't have to lie. But people who lie naturally, it just comes natural to them. It's just an automatic thing. And that's the type of person he is. He's a liar. He lies naturally. It comes natural to him. So instead of apologizing for a liar, he gets defensive and says, so now are you going to, what do you say? Are you going to, what did he say? Are you going to lecture me now every time about everything? Instead of saying, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have lied, I'll make the appointment. No, instead of apologizing, he makes it worse. So they're arguing. She just got there 10 minutes ago. She just moved back in 10 minutes ago, and they're arguing. So next scene, I guess the next day, they go to this costume store that has traditional clothes. They put on clothes and then they had a photo shoot. And they were getting along, no arguing, no fighting. But he made a point in telling her that she is possessive and she needs to change her behavior. He told her that she needs to trust him more. And, he told her that she needs to trust him more. And even if she sees a lady in the closet, still trust him because it's an innocent reason why that lady's in the closet. And they seem to be getting along okay. And for some reason, she felt the need to lick his face, and she licked his face. Disgusting. We could have done without that. Okay, next up, Josh and Lily. Oh my gosh. Josh told us that his brother Jared is arriving that day, but he's coming for the wedding. So Jared arrives. Lily told us that when her and Josh fight, she sometimes texts Josh. She sometimes texts Gerard, and he would respond to her and help, tell her how to handle the situation. So they showed Jared the house, and he loved it. He was very impressed with the house. I think Gerard is handsome and attractive. I don't know what Josh looked like, but I don't know. They don't look like brothers. And Lily got stuck with the wrong brother. But Jared was wearing a wedding ring, so he's married, so she missed out on that. So Josh and Jared took a mattress upstairs, and after that, they sat down and talked about Josh and Lily's issues in their relationship. And Jared think that they have a language barrier. I don't think they have a language barrier. I think Josh has internal struggles and he needs to deal with. I tend to be on Lily's side more than Josh's side. Well, not even on Josh's side. I tend to be on Lily's side. Josh complains that Lily interrupts him when he talks. And I would interrupt him too, because when he talks, he drone on and on about the same crap. Like when he was talking about the lights. He wouldn't shut up about the lights in the garage. Common sense would say that's a security thing. But no, he kept droning. What's that? Here's the light. Did you see the light? Drive back around. Let's look at the lights. Shut the hell up. It's just lights. Relax. Oh, he's annoying. When she doesn't appease him, he tells her, oh, you don't love me, you don't love me. And when he says to her, you don't love me, she goes, look at all I've done for you. I do love you. I renovate my own house for you. You know, I spend money on you. And he doesn't like when she says that because as far as he's concerned, she's throwing money in his face. So those are their issues. And the newest issue is he refused to have sex with her. She said he has not had sex with her since he got to China. Every time... he comes up with 1,000,001 excuses why he can't have sex with her. He's tired. He's jet lagged. He's flashing lights. He has a headache. His baby toe hurt. He comes up with 1,000,001 excuses why he can't have sex with her. And I feel bad for Tiger Lily. She has a husband who refuses to have sex with her. She has a husband who's she's taken care of financially, and she has a husband who bitches, moan, and gripe constantly. Josh brings nothing beneficial to Lily's life. All he brings is aggravation. So next, Lily is taking Jared and Josh to a night market, and on the drive, Lily asks Jared if he think that she loved Josh. Jared said, yeah, I think you love Josh. Lily said, sometimes Josh does not think I'm in love with him. Then Lily said to Josh, last night we had a fight. And Josh got mad. He does not want to talk about the fight because he knew he was in the wrong with the fight. He says to Tiger Lily. Josh said to Lily, the first night taking my brother out in China, and you want to talk about this fight? He does not want to talk about this fight because he knew he was in the wrong. In her confessional, Lily said she and Josh have many arguments since he got to China. Lily said she feels very helpless, so she has to ask for help from Josh's family. She thinks Jared will be able to help them with their issues. So she commenced to telling Jared what happened at dinner the night before. Lily said last night, her and Josh went out to dinner. She said Josh was texting. So she asked him, who are you texting? She said Josh got mad and slammed the phone down. So now he jumps in. He said, I was texting my mother. I was texting my father. I was texting my brother. But if that's the case, if you're texting your family, why did you get mad and slam the phone down? Why didn't you just say, oh, I'm texting my family, I'm texting my mother? Why didn't you just say that to her instead of slamming the phone down? Lily said after he slammed the phone down, she lost her appetite. So then she's mad now. She's not talking to him. And he's trying to talk to her, so she's ignoring him. So because she's ignoring him, he gets back on his phone and starts texting again. She's mad that he's texting again, so she gets up and leaves. But she got up and left and went into the car. He's lucky. I would have got up and left and drove the hell off and left him stranded. But she got up and left and sat in the car. He didn't know she had went to the car. Maybe he thought she went to the bathroom. He didn't know she went to the car. So, that's what happened to dinner before. So she told him that last night dinner cost 500 yuan. I think that's how you pronounce their money. And I think 5,000 yuan is about $30 or $27 or something like that. And he got mad because she mentioned money. He said, you're always mentioning money. You're always mentioning money. Money, 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 money. That's all you care about. But she told him, look, when I met you, you were poor. And I told you, I don't care that you're poor. He said, yeah, that did happen. But now he's feeling like shit. Because now we know that it's on national TV that when she met him, he was poor and he's still poor. And he's never ever going to have any money because he can't work in China. So now he's feeling like shit because it's out there now that he's poor. So he decides that he wants to bring her down a peg or two. So he tells her, the difference between me and you is you like living in the past. You like creating fights. You like sabotaging the relationship. And he said, last night is over with. Let's concentrate on today. So he wants to sweep what happened last night under the rug. He doesn't want to talk about it because he knew he was in the wrong. So, he just doesn't want to talk about it. He wants to sweep it under the rug and pretend nothing happened. So he kept lecturing her, just talking shit over and over again to her. And then he finally said to her, "Thank you for ruining Jared's night." He's an asshole. He's a total asshole. Next up, Ingy and Corona. Ingy took Corona to get a cold plunge in the sea, and she was a good sport. She did it. Then they got into a hot tub. Tell me something. Does Ingy work? Does he have a job? Anybody out there that knows what Ingy does for a living, please let me know, because I am very curious. So Corona told Ingy that she cannot start the midwifery program for 2.5 more years. And when she does, she has to know the language. It's the Icelandic language. Ingy had a great suggestion. He suggested that she, trying to see how much more time I have left. Okay. Ingy had a great suggestion. He suggested that she work in a hospital, while she's waiting for her 2.5 years to be up. She works in a hospital. And I think that's a great idea. She would have that nursing experience, that Icelandic nursing experience under her belt, and then she would probably learn some of the language, or the majority of the language. Corona was not having it. Corona said, that's not my passion. That's not my field. I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be a midwifery. It's not an end-all, be-all. It's just something to do until the 2.5 years are up and you can apply to midwifery school. Inge is being kind, supportive, helpful, positive, and Corona is being negative, annoyed, defeated, and stubborn. She doesn't want to think outside the box and explore other options. She just want to be annoyed at Inge for being optimistic. I can't stand that chick. I can't stand Corona. I can't stand Josh. I can't stand what's those two? Shekinah and Surfer. I can't. Who can I stand? The only person I like is Dempsey. That's the only person I like. That was the end of the episode. This is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.